Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming back. We're going to be looking into the Word today and see what kind of encouragement we can get out of it. It's going to be easy. We're going to John, New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, right there. Anywhere else too far in the New Testament, anywhere before the New Testament, you're not there yet. Now, a question for you is, have you recognized sometimes in your life some phrases that stress very much importance, like what's about to be said, you really need to pay attention to? Like you may have heard phrases like, I cannot stress this enough, and then they put something in. Or they may say something like, now listen to this, and then they say something. Jesus does something like that, and we're going to actually go over that. Just a little side note for you, try to stay away from the phrase of, to tell you the truth. Because what that makes it sound like is that you haven't been telling the truth up until this point. All you're trying to do is trying to stress what your next statement is. That's a little just tidbit for you moving down the road. But let's look at what Jesus is talking about, because here's what's going on real recently. By the time you watch this, there's a holiday called Easter, and it's around the world, and it's a celebration, real quick snapshot, celebration of what? Of Jesus raising from the dead. This is what makes it all about. This is the game changer. Without Easter, religion, that's all it is. Christianity is just a religion, but this actually changes people's lives because of the resurrection. So we're going to look at something that he talks about. And another phrase you could use if you want to stress the next thing you're saying, you could say most assuredly. So what that means is everything I'm telling you is important, but if you didn't hear anything else, most assuredly means listen to this next phrase. So we're going to go to Book of John, chapter 5, verses 24 and 25. This is Jesus talking. Most assuredly, I say to you, he who hears my word and believes in him who sent me has everlasting life and shall not come into judgment, but has passed from death into life. Most assuredly, I say to you, the hour is coming and now is, when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. That's wonderful. That's powerful. Get what Jesus is saying. He's telling you most assuredly. So that means listen up. What's he saying? If you never knew who Jesus was, you have the opportunity right now. You don't have to wait till Easter Sunday. You can choose right now to say, I believe in you. And it says you'll have everlasting life. But did you catch that second, most assuredly? He said for the ones that are dead. But if you hear it, you will have life. That applies to you, Christian. Maybe you've said yes to the Lord. Maybe you've actually said, I do want to follow Jesus, but you've grown cold. Your heart is no longer on fire. You've not had that first love. You've become dead on the inside. Jesus is talking to you. He says, most assuredly, if you believe, you will have life again. That's exciting. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Let's see what happens next week.